If anyone doesn't know, we're in Burlington, Ontario. Amazing trail here. But everything just looks extra special when we're in the fall season, doesn't it?
Right? I completely agree. You missed the summer. Well, Sandeep, I wanted to ask you, like Turo, everyone was trying to make money these days, right? Money is the number one concern that everyone's trying to do. You come up with a small business. Now you hear about podcasts. We're doing a podcast, right? Everyone is taking their talents and their current resources and doing something about that resources and trying to see if they can make just a penny. I was talking to you the other day and you shared Turo. And I actually have a car that's sitting at home. And this topic was unbelievably excited. And you furthermore shared that you rented your Turo out twice.
Yeah.
How was that experience? Talk to me about that, please.
Oh, sure. So setting up Turo, incredibly easy. It only took about probably half an hour to an hour. The onboarding process was pretty simple. And once you're onboarded with a webinar and you go through that process, you're live. And then as soon as I was live, I got live probably around the end of July. I was quite shocked, but also it's summer season and summer's the peak season. Somebody booked my car for 2 months.
Wow.
2 months, yeah. So right off the bat, I was like, whoa, peak season. And someone has taken it all the way till the end of October. That would have been nice, except they canceled the trip.
Oh no.
But that's okay. We had a conversation. They had a friend who rented them the car, so it was all good. My second booking was done for a whole month. So I was, the first one didn't work out, all good. Second one, amazing, 1 month. So sometimes you took it from August to September, also peak season, made great amount of money. The second experience, a little bit different. The person was late for showing up on my car, to pick up the car. He was an hour and a half late, and
no.
I didn't know what to do,
Of course.
You're learning on the job. So
yeah.
You got to treat this like a business. So apparently Turo has a policy, if you're 30 minutes or more late, it's considered a no-show. And no-shows, it's up to the discretion of the Turo host if you're going to cancel or not. I was in the middle of a cancellation when he showed up.
Oh, wow. In the middle of a cancellation. How cool.
So the cancellation was happening. He showed up. He's standing outside my house and he's like, I'm here. I'm like, can you hold, please? I'm just on the call with Turo and I don't know what to do in this sort of situation. So I thought it was going to be a scam because, if I had given him my car and he had driven off with it, and Turo did end up canceling, I'm thinking worst case scenario now. So I don't know what to do. So I told Turo that, I'm like, I don't know if this guy's scamming me. But all turned out well. Turo suggested, I'm going to cancel the reservation.
Yep.
And then so we talked it out. And he seemed like a very genuine guy. He was just late from the airport, and his flight was delayed. So we talked it out. In that case, it's up to the Turo host and their discretion.
Yeah.
So I lent him my car, and he came back 2.5 days later, and everything was good. So every booking is a different experience, I guess. And I've only done 2 so far, so I'm learning along the way.
That's awesome. And you know what? What stands out to me is that regardless of whatever ended up happening, you ended up making money. And how cool. You got to meet someone new, right? How was that relationship building aspect of it? How did you feel about that?
Oh, it's interesting. You don't really think about this, but people come from different parts of the world if they're likely going to rent in a residential area like Milton. So my first client was from Dubai and he was looking to settle down in Milton, so that's why he borrowed my car.
How cool.
I'm sure if I lived in Toronto,
yeah,
it would be a different experience. People would just be renting your car just to grab the groceries or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you would get a lot more traffic. In Milton, you don't get as much traffic, but
no,
it's cool to stay in touch with your clients.
Right? And look, you made a little bit of money, right? That's what we end up thinking about, and that's what we end up walking away with, right? The fact that you walked away, you made a little bit of money, right? And your car is sitting there. That's what stands out to me. You're not doing anything with the car, right?
No, if it was at home, I could put it up on Uber, or I could lend it out to a friend or family, things like that. But it's just sitting there.
No, no, that's phenomenal. I really appreciate that.